It was a quiet afternoon, but not the kind that brings peace. It was the kind that makes you question everything. The wind moved gently, but inside Neil, a storm was growing. The sky was golden, but his thoughts were heavy. He sat alone on the rooftop, not to enjoy the view, but to escape the noise in his mind. He didn't know what to do with his life. He had no special talent, not very smart, not very creative. At least, that's what he believed. Why was I born? What's the purpose of my life? His grandfather slowly came up the stairs. He didn't say anything at first. He just sat beside Neil and looked at the sky. Then the old man said softly, "Do you know what hurts me the most, Neil?" Neil didn't answer. "It hurts me when I see a young man like you, who has everything, but still feels like he has nothing." Neil looked down. His eyes were tired. "I feel lost. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm not good at anything. I'm just here." The grandfather smiled gently. "Let me tell you a story, a small one, but maybe it will help." Once in a zoo, a baby camel was lying with his mother. The baby looked up and asked, "Mother, can I ask you something?" "Of course, my child." "Why do we have big humps on our back?" Mother said, "We are made for the desert. The hump stores water, so we can walk for days without drinking." "Okay, then why do we have long legs and round feet?" "Because the desert has soft sand. Our legs help us walk fast, and our feet stop us from sinking." "And why are our eyelashes so long?" "Sometimes they get in my eyes." Mother laughed softly. "They protect us from the desert wind, from the sandstorms. They're very useful." The baby looked around, at the fences, at the visitors staring, at the fake grass under his feet. Then he asked quietly, "If we have all these things to survive in the desert, then what are we doing here, in a zoo?" The old man stopped. Neil said, "What happened after that?" The grandfather smiled. "That's not the question, Neil. The real question is, what happens to us?" Neil, that little camel, he had everything he needed to survive, to walk strong, to live freely. But he was trapped, not because of weakness, but because of where he was. You too, my boy, were not made for this, sitting here, thinking you're not enough. You have a mind that can think, hands that can build, and a heart that can feel deeply. But just like that camel, if you don't use what you already have, if you don't take even one step forward, you live your whole life behind a fence you built yourself. For the first time, Neil saw something different. His grandfather stood up slowly. "You don't need all the answers today, just start. Use what you already have. Don't live like you're locked in a cage." He walked back down the stairs, leaving Neil alone with the setting sun. Neil looked up at the sky again, this time not with confusion, but with quiet courage. He didn't have all the answers, but he had something more powerful, a reason to begin. Because maybe we don't need a perfect path. We just need to believe.